Sup weebs, yeah I'm Jobby and Shikimori. A popular opinion to have is that Shikimori is not just a cutie, but I wanted to know what else she is. So I went and read the manga for the show to see if she really is not just a cutie, or even a cutie at all. And if you don't want spoilers, you can click off now. But wait, think about it. It's a romance anime where the couple is already dating. What am I gonna spoil? A fan service episode on episode 8? I read to chapter 30 and didn't see anything that was groundbreaking, so you can watch this without learning anything that'll ruin your anime experience. Now hit that subscribe button because it helps my ego. So Shikimori, you know her, pink-haired waifu of the season, arguably better than Raftalia, maybe even better than Yor. That Shikimori. And after long research, I've come to the conclusion that she's not even a cutie at all. But she is a lot of other things. Let me explain. Shikimori is a very cool person. Well, when she puts cool clothes on, that is. After seeing Izumi's admiration for cool girls, Shikimori goes to become a cool girl as well, and makes him wet? I know excited can translate to things other than that, but, what else could this mean? On top of that, she's embarrassed to be cool? It may just be me, but I don't think being embarrassed is cool. This entire couple's a disaster. Shikimori has been lying to Izumi the entire time. She doesn't love him. She's just been using him to get close to his mother, and I have proof. In chapter 17, when Shikimori is visiting Izumi's family, Shikimori and Izumi's mom have a little chat in the kitchen. Shikimori then proceeds to flirt with Izumi's mom about Izumi. Somehow, this weird flirting tactic works, and Izumi's mom falls in love with Shikimori right there on the spot, saying, "I want to date you," right in front of her husband. But I've got more. In chapter 24, Shikimori holds her girlfriend Hachimitsu close in a compact train car. The sexual tension between the two in the scene is high, and we've all seen how this hentai ends. Think about it, her girlfriend Hachimitsu kinda sounds like her girlfriend Hachimitsu. If this isn't damning evidence that Shikimori is a lesbian, then I don't know what is. Shikimori is a bad cook, no further jokes intended. Originally, I had written her down as a good cook because of this panel, but the more I read, I realized that Izumi just doesn't make sense. What do you mean the taste is so amazing and then spit it out? Izumi must be high or something. I'm gonna say it. Women belong in the S tier if they can't cook. Every waifu that's bad at cooking will be in S tier among people's tier list. Like look at Marin, she couldn't cook and everyone couldn't help but say she's the best waifu ever. Shikimori can't cook and I have a feeling that everyone is going to say that she's also the best waifu ever. Calling it now, Shikimori's gonna be at the top of everyone's charts, and when I'm right, you better subscribe, and if I'm wrong, still subscribe. You know, nurses are pretty cool. I've seen my fair share of nurse hentai, and can only hope that this show turns out the same way. But Shikimori is pretty bad at being a nurse. After Izumi got hit in the head by a soccer ball, Shikimori stayed with him in the nurse's office. And hold on, I want to pause for a second because when I saw this scene, I was furious. I played soccer for a long time when I was younger, and I would get hit in the head with the ball very often. I wish I was making this up, but I would get hit in the head so often that my team would make jokes about me getting hit in the head with the ball. And I was like 7 or 8. Somewhere around that age. I'm pretty sure I only cried once. All the other times I could just walk it off like it was no problem. So why does this bitch have to be nursed in a bed by a not just cutie, while 8-year-old me is over here collecting concussions? The double standard is unreal. But anyway, Shikimori is a pretty bad nurse because while she was staying with Izumi, she made him excited again, and then he couldn't sleep. As a nurse, I don't think you're supposed to hinder your patients from sleeping. I think there's a word for that. Oh yeah, medical malpractice. This is probably the biggest of the spoilers of this video, so if you want to skip, here's a timestamp. But remember, it's a slice of life romance where the couple is already dating. I can't spoil much. Shikimori is a dommy mommy. Dominant mother for short. In chapter 23, when Shikimori and Izumi are alone at Izumi's house together, Izumi tries to take the lead by putting his hand on Shikimori's for a change. I can't tell whether or not she liked it because after that, she takes back her dom spot and pushes Izumi over, getting on top of him, calling him a good boy. It was a pretty hostile push if you ask me. Maybe she was mad that Izumi took her dom spot, but she also called him a good boy like he had done something good. I really can't tell if she liked it or not. But then the sex scene is ruined by Izumi's lesbian mom coming home. Shikimori is a forcible, rough, brutal, sadistic, rabid, berserk, knock down and drag out person. Those are all synonyms for non-consensual. In chapter 14, we see Shikimori and Izumi having a peaceful time taking photos together. And after it's all over, Izumi goes home to sort through the photos and comes to discover a photo that Shikimori took when he was sleeping. It's also like the promotional art. For one, bad move on his part for falling asleep next to a forcible, rough, brutal, sadistic. And two, this photo is non-consensual. Just look at how much grief he's in knowing that he had no chance to stop this photo that only he can see from existing. This further proves my point that Shikimori is a, hold on, I need a new synonym. Barbarous, no. Maddening, no. Ah, bang bang. This further proves my point that Shikimori is a forcible, rough, brutal, sadistic, rabid, berserk, knock down and drag out. Bang bang. Shikimori wears the pants in this relationship, if it wasn't already obvious. We see Shikimori never asking to go anywhere, but always wanting to go where Izumi wants to go. Now, you might think that this isn't a very pants-wearer thing to do, but you'd be wrong. Shikimori is so in control that she is constantly playing mind games with Izumi, forcing him to pick where to go. Her most effective mind game being that of making Izumi believe that I'm happy where Izumi's happy. This brainwashing technique being so powerful that Izumi almost never thinks about asking Shikimori where to go, cementing him as a bad boyfriend and Shikimori as an ultimate mind manipulator. Last but not least, pretty much the main Shikimori trait, protecting. Shikimori loves to protect Izumi, who attracts bad luck after bad luck after. How is this man even alive? I don't need to explain that the main gimmick of the show is Shikimori protecting Izumi because he's got bad luck in the mentality of a literal child. I don't want to say mommy twice, so protect her. So after all of this, I've arrived at the conclusion that Shikimori isn't even a cutie, but she is a cool person, lesbian, bad cook, bad nurse, dommy mommy, bang bang, pants wearer, protector. But that's not it. There's still another 115 chapters that I didn't read. But for now, we can change the title of the show to Shikimori's not just a cool person, lesbian, bad cook, bad nurse, dommy mommy, bang bang, pants wearer, protector. I rest my case. Oh shoot, I almost forgot to make a tier list so I can clickbait it. Shikimori is a B tier. I know. I said she's an S tier, but I meant in other people's tier list, not mine. You think I like that thing? Ah, nah. You got it all wrong, Chigalia. You see, I'm not like those other anime watchers. I don't like girls that are too nice. Like I proved not so long ago. I like my girls with a little bit of bad in them. Not like bad girl bad, but like that extra hint of salt you put on something like spaghetti. I'm saying the salt is the bad I want my girl to have. Not a lot, but like, not none at all. Wait, hold on, do you guys even salt your spaghetti? But yeah, Shikimori is way too good of a person to go in anything higher than B tier. That sounds very backwards, but trust me, it makes sense. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Now, I'm going to start a petition to change the show title to that long title I'm not reading again. Go sign it. I put the link in the description. I have a strange feeling that petition's gonna get banned. Oh well.